Hi everybody, it's Shannon. It's actually Tuesday, and I'll be honest, this is really what Tuesdays look like for me. I have on my pajamas already. My hair is looking ever so lovely, but as long as I can cover up the ick with the headband, we're doing okay. Tuesdays are generally just a blah day for me because Monday's chemo was forever, and I'll tell you about my scan too, which was good. But Monday, Lord, I was there for over 6 hours. So it was really, really long. They were so super busy, and the potion master was like going nonstop the whole time. I bet he didn't eat. I don't think the nurses ate all day. So with all the steroids they give you on the first day, I always find it hard to sleep that night. So I think I was up at 2:30, and 2:30 to like 3, I finally went out to my living room and just was like, well, maybe I can sleep in this recliner because things are not going so well in bed. And so I tried that. I think I watched TV till like 4:30, maybe 5. Then I went to sleep, woke up. So that was a bit of a mess. So Tuesdays, I always take naps. Tuesdays are just napping days. So that's why I look like this. And I'll show you what you come home with. So if you've seen the other videos, it was unaccessed. The port was unaccessed, but now it's accessed. And you can see they put like tape all over this thing. Because they definitely do not want this thing coming out. And I snake, once I get home from the infusion center, I snake the whole little thing down what I'm wearing so that the tube comes out. And I'll show you, you get the same port every time. You have to like sign off that, you know, if something happens to it, it's your responsibility and all that kind of stuff. So I figured if something was going to sleep with me for 46 hours and be on me for 46 hours, it should have a name. So my pump's name is Penelope, and I'm going to show you Penelope. So here's Penelope. This is Penelope, and you can see, like, she's just on a fanny pack, and she has, like, different little things that tell me, like, right now, I have 77 more milliliters that need to go in me before I get her off. And she sleeps with me around my waist, and she just goes from one side to the other. Whenever I switch sides, she switches sides. So it's really easy to sleep with. I don't really worry about that anymore. So tomorrow, the scan. Yay! They give you a CEA, which is kind of like your cancer marker, and everybody's is different, so don't like wig out if yours is like over 1,000 or something. Everybody's CEA markers start at something different, and really what you want to see is a downward trend in the marker. So the first time they took my blood before all the chemo, it was over 200. And then slowly it started coming down, and then this past time, it was 63, I believe. So it had dropped over 2/3. So that was really good. And I got to see my scan, and the tumors had definitely shrunk in my liver. And my lungs looked stable. Some of them had even shrunk a little bit. But to tell you the truth, we're not worried too much about those, because if you have mets to your liver and your lungs, it's your liver that's going to kill you, not your lungs. So lungs are what we were really looking at. And he told me that I was going before the tumor board, which is, I had never heard of any such thing, but I go before the tumor board tomorrow on Wednesday. And the tumor board, they have YouTube videos on them. Like I watched this one about like people who had like renal cancer, and it's different people who have different specialties within whatever disease you have. So like with mine, my oncologist is there, the liver surgeon is there, the colon cancer surgeon was there. I don't know if he still shows up or not. But you get like a radiologist there. You get all different people who could have something to do with your care at some point, any point. And they all sit around and they will flash your, scans up, and they'll talk to you. They'll talk to the board, the oncologist, I guess it's the oncologist, presents it. And they'll tell all of my different blood counts and, you know, where my CEA marker, cancer marker is now, and all that kind of stuff. And he started talking to me, the oncologist started talking to me about doing a Y90 procedure, which I mean, I've watched videos on it, I've listened to doctors talk about it, and it is a really great procedure, but I told him I would rather have it resected. So I would rather them go in, and resection just means removed, surgically removed. I would rather have the liver surgeon go in and take out what he said he was going to take out, which was the whole right lobe of my liver, because my left side, the left lobe of my liver still doesn't show any cancer whatsoever in it. So that part is very healthy, and it's enough to keep me going until the right lobe would regenerate, which isn't that just phenomenal that your liver can regenerate? I mean, they can lop off a whole lobe of your liver and it will come back. It will grow back. And it doesn't even take that much time. It only takes like 6 to 8 weeks for a whole lobe to grow back. I think that's miraculous. I mean, absolutely miraculous. So anyway, we'll see what the tumor board says. And the tumor board just gives advice. Ultimately, it's up to the liver surgeon and whether or not he would perform the surgery or not. And he seems very gung-ho about it. He said, you know, he would let my body show him if I was ready to do that or not. And I told the oncologist that's my preference. I told him, you know, I've had numerous abdominal surgeries over the years and I can recover from surgery well. That's something I do well. I hope I'm not like jinxing myself, but I recover from surgery well, especially abdominal surgery. I can get up, I can get moving, I can do all that. So I feel comfortable in having that surgery, if that makes sense. Especially because I know it's my best shot at a longer life. So, you know, I told you before, my word of the year is believe, and I believe I'm that 10% that's going to make it 5 years. But, you know, I know that I need to do some things to make sure of that, and I think that having this liver resected would definitely put me much closer to that 5-year mark than just having a Y90. And I know that I could have a Y90 if the tumors come back in the liver, which oftentimes they do. I know that I could have a Y90 procedure done then. So I think this is the time and the best shot I have at a liver resection. So you know, the oncologist said, oh, it's very, you know, that's the most aggressive thing you could do. And I know it comes with risks, but everything has risks in life. And I'm willing to take this one. So that was the scans, and I was very excited about that. Tomorrow, Penelope gets unhooked, and this will be the first time that I have someone who is not a family member that is taking me to chemo to get anything done. So Elisa is coming with me. She's so sweet. We normally just text, and I really didn't even know her that well until she found out I had cancer, and she's so wonderful. So shout out to you. And like, if you need a prayer, I can just text her like, this is going wrong, please pray. She's like, I am on it, girl. So she's going to take me tomorrow, and she'll get to see Penelope be unhooked and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to spending some actual quality person-to-person time with such a wonderful human. So that's really about it. And I will talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye.